Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I have something super important to report on, and that is buff and debuff, stacking and prolongation. How does it work? So this has come up in some previous videos and I didn't have a full grasp on it. It's come up in the comments section and still it wasn't fully understood, but now it is, and we can take a look at that, and I have some video demonstration to illustrate it as well. The first thing we need to do though, and this is so important, I can't believe this is default to turned off. This was key to my understanding. Go here into your settings, click the three lines, go down to game data, settings, battle, and look at this. Why is that default to turn off? Of course I want to see the debuff icon tiers. It doesn't take up any extra space. It's going to show some arrows to show you what the potency of the debuff is. And that's so crucial to understanding. So go turn that on. Okay, that's the first thing. Let's head straight over to the video so I can comment on that. All right, here we go. So the first thing I'm going to showcase here is Element Breach. And I have Red 13 here geared up with the Lightning Breach materia and the collar that gives the same skill. Okay, and in the first demonstration, I am going to spam the materia, which has a max potency of low. So as you'll see here, I apply it and look at the debuff. It has one little arrow on it. That means low potency. And then I cast it again, I cast it again, and it does prolong the debuff, but it does not add stacks. It does not go to mid potency or high potency. And this is why, you see, at the bottom there, it says max potency low. So now we'll start with that, apply the breach, one arrow, and then we're gonna apply more breach from his weapon skill. And now, once it moves, now we can see we have 3 arrows, and that is a high potency. Very nice. We could have also gotten that by casting his weapon skill twice, but that's a little more ATB. That would be 4 + 4. Instead, in this case, it was only 3 + 4. But that just means you don't need the materia if you have the red weapon. All right. That is going to make your lightning weapon skills hit super hard, and hopefully you combo that with regular defense breaks, which we'll see in a moment. First, let's talk about attack breaks. Okay, so here is the Slick Beetle weapon from Matt, and it reduces physical attack with a mid potency, and then it can be extended or reapplied with a high potency. Let's see that in action. All right, entering the same wave here, applying, and we can see there are 2 arrows on that attack break. We hit it again, and we have 3 arrows. Now, this is crucial if you're having trouble surviving a fight, and you have one of these skills, and you can just spam it, spam it, spam it, have it someone else take care of the healing. You can keep it active. And now I've debuffed this boss's physical attack as far as I can. And keep that active. Okay, so that's a great survival strategy. Of course, use the appropriate one. If the boss is using magic, you have to bring a magic attack down. And then similarly, the materia is not going to get you up to high potency. You need a weapon for that. Okay. Now, I have Aerith here, casting Night Bloom for magic and physical defense down. Upon one casting, you can see that there's 1 arrow. It's a low potency. And her weapon skill only goes up to a mid when reapplied. And so I made sure Cloud didn't cast his so that Aerith can, just for the demonstration, cast hers a second time, you see she can spam that to get the 2 arrows for mid potency. And then if she's spamming it, she can keep it active. Hopefully you don't need her to heal. Or just reapply it, you know, as soon as you can. Now, you see here, Cloud has the hard edge as his second weapon. And this one does give up to a high potency when reapplied. So I have the Aerith debuff as a base here. Now I'm going to apply Cloud. Physical defense break there. And you see now it has 3 arrows for high potency. Of course, yet again, I could have casted Clouds twice to get that, but that takes too much focus away from what I want Cloud to be doing, and that's DPS, right? Keep watching because this is interesting. So now Aerith reapplies, and look at this, right there. Okay, so reapplied, the magic defense down, but watch this. See that? The physical wore off, so Aerith's did not prolong Clouds. So if you're going down in potency, if it's a skill that has less potency, it will not prolong a debuff that's already at high potency. So it would have to be Cloud's skill to prolong that. I think that's it for... Let me see what else I did here. Yeah, so you see there that just that extended. Then sometimes I see this, and it confused me at first, and one of my community members told me that that might be some mechanic that the boss cast on itself. So you see there's like 2 instances, and one of them does not have the arrows, indicating that I did not cast that. And that is rather interesting. All right, so utilizing this can be essential for punching above your weight class, clearing content that's a power level above yours, which can be really important to just clearing those important stages to get the materials you need, etc. And if you're new to gacha games especially, then you're really going to want to wrap your head around this and make sure you're taking advantage of this to maximize damage. In the upcoming ranking event, you're going to want to take advantage of this when possible. You know, not all bosses allow debuffs to be applied to them, but when they do, this is pretty clutch. And if it's like an attack break and the boss can't take it, then you have to flip and talk about buffs. And we do have some defense buffs in the game, but not too many. And I'm really excited to start seeing offensive buffs. So go forth and stack your debuffs and prolong your debuffs, and I wish you the best in battle. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see here, throw a like and sub on it. All of that stuff helps me grow, and it's so much appreciated. I'll see you in the next one.